All right, guys, it's showtime. Time to jump into some quick battles. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed that classical music to get things rolling. But yeah, we're going to be playing some quick battles today, guys. So let's have a bit of fun and get to it. Maybe we'll open with some Skaven. I think Master Splinter would appreciate that. Although it's kind of hard to play Skaven because a lot of the summoning mechanics, like the Plague Monks and the Clan Rats, they're all like really buggy. So if you summon them, it's going to be a little bit cheesy. So I think my mic is not muted. I think we're good to go. Yeah, Lady Turin killed it on the thumbnail. That is some next level stuff for sure, and it's amazing. She's the best. Yeah, Mike's good, ready to party. Let's do it to it. Yeah, that pick is actually from Ninja Turtles. That's Master Splinter from the live action Ninja Turtles movie, which I think was in the early '90s. I'm not sure. Yeah, or O Fortuna. Yeah, that one would be really good. Crit fail games. Yes. Yeah, Anna kills it. She's just improving nonstop, just getting better and better with each thumbnail. I didn't think it was possible every week. I'm just like, nothing can beat this one, and then all of a sudden, we have another glorious thumbnail. It's time. So yeah, we're gonna jump in. Hopefully, we can get some quick battles. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, unfortunately, which is a little bit weird. So, Halo Gamer 2003 says, Turin, can you do a test with the Hand of Gods and Krokar? It is extremely good, Halo Gamer. We don't even need to test to tell you that. It's really strong. Like, I've seen it, like, I've had Krokar fighting against, like, Tyrion, for example, from the High Elves, and I've had it chunk him down by, like, 40% of his HP, if it's, like, a direct hit. It's really good. I definitely recommend bringing it in every matchup. It's really solid. Alright, so let's see here. We're fighting the Dark Elves. Let's see who they want to play. Oh, he wants to play the High Elves. Okay, so be it. We'll play the Dinos. Actually, do we want to do Skaven? Let's do Skaven. That'll be a little bit more fun. So we definitely don't want that army, although that does look a little bit interesting. We're gonna go with Queek, Squeak Head Taker. He's gonna have the Warp Shard armor. On top of that, we're gonna get a Warlock Engineer, because honestly, Lore of Plagues is kind of broken with the summon, so it's like you might as well just use Lore of Ruin for now. So let's get that, and we want the Skitter probably not. Crack's Call, very expensive, so we want Howling Warp Gale to lock down Malekith, Warp Lightning to do some damage, and then Scorch to kind of poke at some of his Dark Shards. So. Yes, we'll do it to it. And we're going to get some Plague Monks in the front line. These guys are definitely really solid. They trade pretty well with most of the Dark Elf, low-tier infantry like Bleak Swords and the Corsairs. Let's get some Gutter Runners with Poison. These guys are so damn good. They're so good. Incredibly strong. And do we want to get a Warp Lightning Cannon? I'm trying to remember what this map looks like, but do we want to go very siege-heavy is the thing. 2 pieces could be a little bit excessive, I think. So we're going to get some Globadiers right here. So let's go ahead and get the Poison Wing Globadiers. Get some Clan Rat Spears, and we need some Mass. We need some like Rat Ogres or something like that. So that should be okay. We're very heavy on the Gutter Runners though, which is a little bit stressful, but yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so do we want the artillery? I think we just go with the regular cannon. Although this does give us like perpetual pressure on Malekith, which is really nice. That's the only thing I'm thinking. Okay, so let's get the Plague Claw Catapult, and then we can just get some Skaven Slave Slingers. Definitely a fun unit. Oh man, but 3 Gutter Runners is a big investment. I'm a little bit stressed out about that, but yeah, whatever. Let's have some fun. All right, let's get back to some questions. Let me go ahead and scroll up here and chat a little bit. So Johannes Sorensen asks, hey Turin, when you make your videos, do you plan your commentary ahead or do you do it on the go? I do it on the go. So a lot of the times I don't even watch the game beforehand. I just go in. I mean, I'll watch, if it's a game I played, I'm not going to watch it again, but if it's a community game, I'll always watch it. But I just go in and just, talk about the army compositions and everything, and from there it's just kind of on the spot. So it's a little bit stressful, I'm not gonna lie. Like pre-planning definitely helps, but I don't know, this is just the way that I like to do it. So yes, Mortal Empire is coming out on the 26th, which is going to be great. Definitely very excited for that. And let's see if we can take down these foul Dark Elves. It's a hard matchup. Dark Elves are definitely probably one of the stronger races of the new 4. If not the strongest. I mean, they're really good. Dark Elves have so many tools. Alright, Plague Monks in the front line. Let's get these guys like so. Let's get these Slave Slingers. They can just troll out here on the flanks. Doesn't really matter. Gutter Runners are so good. They're such an annoying unit. We're going to offset them a little bit like this. We're going to get artillery piece. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, shooting right here. Let's get some Clan Rat Spears right here. Let's get our Poison Globadiers right here. And then we can allocate one group of the Clan Rat Spears to protect these guys. And that should be good. All right, so our main formation here can go ahead and be control locked in Group 1. Let's get Queek here. Let's get our little Skaven buddy right there. They're definitely having a good old time. Let's put them in group 1. And these guys can be in group 2. These are going to be our skirmishing and trolling group. And we're going to use the rat ogres a little bit defensively, actually. We're going to have them on either side of our army. Use them to fend off, big monstrous units, or, Malekith, who's going to potentially be diving in there, getting a little bit crazy. Let's move this artillery right here. Let's get the clan rats up there, just to make sure it has a good angle of fire. These guys can just, they can be in their own control group. These guys can be in 1. And I think we're good to go. Yeah, good luck to my opponent. And I knew I was missing something. These guys should be in group 2. Okay, great. Yeah, Alex Tan, I'll try some Stegodons today. And guys, I do have the Streamlabs back up, so you guys are going to be hearing Gimli, hopefully. He's back in action. He's ready to go. Yes. Yeah, I do. I have a dog with crazy bugged out eyes. His name is Wookie. I'll bring him on stream in a little bit. He's been having some health issues. He's getting a little bit old, and poor little guy. He's so decrepit. But his eyes do pop out of his head. I'll bring him on stream in a little bit, so. Yeah, we got Queek over here. He's ready to go. He's pretty good against Dark Elves. I mean, obviously Malekith is going to beat him in a duel, but he can still, kind of hold his own. So, oh, I totally forgot we're playing the High Elves. Oh no, that changes things. All right, let's go over here. I was like talking about the Dark Elves this whole time, like it's a really hard matchup, George. And then it turns out we're just playing these trolls over here. So let's get these guys right here. We can send rat ogres. Yeah, we probably don't want to do that with the Illyrian Reavers. So what we're gonna do is get these guys on the flank and start harassing my opponent. And I could use some of these spells, but honestly, I think the clan rats are just going to have to take a beating for, an indefinite amount of time. You can see he's getting some pretty good skirmishing, and I hate when that happens with these, army formations. Like, when the way you group them kind of, gets screwed up. So we're going to start throwing at these archers right here, just kind of skirmishing around my opponent's flank. These guys are definitely going to take some mad arrow fire, which is definitely not fun. And, yeah, let's get the... Oh, what happened to my formation here? Man, this got all ugly-like. So let's get these guys kind of charging in here. These guys can charge in here. These guys can go ahead and just start throwing at some of these archers. Let's get the Warlock Engineer here. Queek can run in as well. And, yeah, let's get these guys going. Yeah, so the rats here are definitely taking some fire, but they should be okay. And honestly, we can just kind of avoid my opponent's troops here, for as long as we need to. Great. So our Warlock Engineer is kind of getting in position here. So let's go ahead and cast the Warp Lightning right back there on those Phoenix Guard. Hopefully it'll do some pretty good work. And here we go. So my rats in the front aren't taking too much damage. So now we can go ahead and pull them back. Let's get the rat ogres up. And we want to find the white lines with the rat ogres. That's definitely, kind of the best bet with those guys. So Queek's going to get in there, pop some debuffs, and we did get that nice Warp Storm lightning. Let's kind of keep getting these guys around the back and just have them keep trolling my opponent's formation. So over here you can see his Illyrian Reavers are, doing a little bit of work, but nothing terribly devastating. Our Gunner Runners can just keep shooting in here, and do we have another spell we want to cast? We can honestly just use another Warp Lightning here in a moment. And let's get the rat ogres. Let's put them in group 4, get them up and around the army, have them flank the back. And yeah, we're probably going to lose that frontline engagement, I'm thinking. But you know what? We're getting a little bit of harass over here, which is good. So let's just kind of keep running around and trying to outmaneuver those archers. Let's cast a Warp Lightning right there on those very bunched archers. And yeah, our catapult's holding. I mean, there's only one left, but still, it's doing some good work. Oh, are we going to get that? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, give us that sweet, sweet damage. And the Gutter Runners just kind of, pressuring the flank as much as we can. Let's get right into these archers right now. That's going to be good. All right, great. So we do have a Scorch. Scorch is very good against archers as well. So we're going to pop that right there. Get these Plague Monks kind of pushing back here. The Gutter Runner's just doing a bit of a drive-by in the back. So how's our buddy Queek doing? He's a little bit overextended, but he is shutting down archers, which is good. Pop Verminous Valor, and yeah, so far so good, guys. So in the back, same old situation. We might as well just bring these guys forward now, because the artillery is just pretty much offline. My opponent invested quite a bit back there. So let's get that Warp Lightning back on those guys. Keep the rats kind of pressuring the flanks and everything. And, oh, we have the Doom Rocket. I totally forgot about that. Our Slave Slingers, look at him doing some good poke here. So our rat ogres are just tearing into his archers. This is just some sheer brutality. And I think he has Teclis? Yeah, that's who he has. Okay. So for Teclis, we can go ahead and start pushing him with Queek over here. But man, a nice net from my opponent right there too, right on top of some of our spears. But it looks like his line is collapsing. Our Gutter Runners in the back are just poking so hard. You can see everything here is just getting peppered by their little rocks. Let us shoot a Doom Rocket. Let's do it. It's quite a bit of fun. All right. So our artillery crews here, these guys can go ahead and engage with the Illyrian Reavers. And what was that? Oh, look at the Doom Rocket go. That actually did some good work. All right, I'll take it. Not a problem. All right, Queek. It's time to get down to business, dude. You need to go kill Teclis right now. The Warp Lightning, is there anything kind of rallying here? His main pocket of stuff is pretty beat up, but we can use a Warp Lightning on those Phoenix Guard. Let's get these Plague Monks rear charging those guys. And let's get these guys. Oh, man, Teclis is just getting peppered. Look at him going down. He has popped the Potion of Troy, but he's probably going to go offline right here. So let's actually cast this ability here and see if we can get him. Oh, can you get their rats? Our artillery crew is actually going for him, which is great. So Rat Ogres, I got a little bit careless with them and let them engage in melee for far too long, but look at our heroic Skaven cannon crew just getting in there, just doing their thing. So yeah, everything's going to code. Let's get this Warlock Engineer in there fighting in melee. We have some Plague Monks, so let's go ahead and just like push back some of these troops that are kind of rallying over here. And our Gutter Runners, we want to keep like just strafing through our opponent's army and just trying to stress them out as much as possible. Let's get these Rat Ogres pushing here. The Warlock Engineer, he can just help in the main fight. And I think that's pretty much going to be army losses for my opponent. Oh, I totally forgot about my Globadiers. Oh, it's so horrible. But I was kind of expecting like Dragon Princes or something in the back line to be pressuring me, but the Globadiers would have been pretty helpful for sure. So come on, guys, scurry over here. Let's take off skirmish mode. I always forget to do that. Darn things. Friggin' thing sucks. And our Skaven right here, we'll scoot them up as well to just kind of keep pressuring my opponent's formation. I want that Warp Lightning on those archers back there. He definitely needs to be using his Illyrian Reavers in melee right now, like just charging them in and doing as much as you can. Like they're pretty darn solid in that situation. Queek, how you doing against these guys? You're doing your best. All right, you got some help. You're not completely alone here. So let's cast this Warp Lightning right on top of those Phoenix Guards. Should finish those guys off. And here he comes. All right, now he's coming in for the kill. I think he realizes he needs to fight. That Warp Lightning, man, that does some pretty good work to those guys. You can see we're able to break that pocket. We do have some troops coming back here as well. And those Illyrian Reavers are not pushovers in melee, but it's pretty much army losses at this point. So I think he's going to get hit with that. So yeah, well played to my opponent. It was a fun one. Use them Marauders, do it. Hey, thank you, Cole Combe, for the donation, man. Really appreciate it. And if you have any suggestions or things you'd like to see throughout the course of the battle or the stream, let me know and I'll oblige. Now that the sponsor feature has been added on YouTube, how does it compare to Patreon? Is there a platform that's more beneficial? I'm not sure, Crit Fail Games. That's actually a really good question. So basically, YouTube is trying to compete with Twitch, obviously, in terms of YouTube gaming and everything. And you can sponsor people on YouTube now. It's pretty much the same as Twitch. I think you get to keep more on YouTube than you do on Twitch, because I know Twitch, they take like half of it. So, but it's really your preference. Whichever is kind of interface is easier for you. I was using the Poison Gutter Runners, these guys, and they're so good. You just like skirmish around the enemy's flank. YUM, you can donate by using the super chat feature, which is like the little money sign at the bottom of chat. Yeah, there YUM, there's like a little money sign at the bottom right there, if you want to. No pressure, man. So yeah, the Skaven build works pretty well. We're gonna go ahead and jump into another fight and go from there. Alex C, you're almost done with work. I like to hear that, man. You must be maybe East Coast, 3 hours ahead, working a little bit late. How's it going, Andrew Horan? Welcome. We are going to unlock all the faction mods. We might actually play some Dawi this stream, like use the faction unlocker. But I mean, Mortal Empires is coming out pretty soon, anyways. So hopefully that'll be in the near future. But what faction would you guys like to see? I've really been enjoying Skaven as well as the High Elves quite a bit lately. I mean, I played so much Dinos, I kind of burn out on them a little bit, but yeah, you can change the default skirmish. Guide us with the horned ones. All right, so let's go ahead and go with some High Elves and see what my opponent picks. Lorgar, I'll probably do a faction unlocker battle towards the end of the stream. No problem. All right, this is actually an incredibly hard matchup, but we're gonna do it to it. Tyrion's coming in hard in the paint because my opponent could potentially cheese us with the. It's funny to actually say they can be cheesed, but he wants the Wookiee. Yeah, there you go. Italian Link the Wookiee. Oh man, yeah, he's a noble little creature, that's for sure. So let's actually go with High Magic. It'll be kind of fun. And let's just put her on a horse. We probably want to keep Apotheosis. It's quite good. Hand of Glory. Yeah, it's not terrible. Yeah, we'll try it. You don't really need Tempest, obviously. Arcane and Forging is okay. Fiery Convocation. Yeah, we'll just try these spells for now. So we're going to get 2 white lines. We're going to get a couple groups of spearmen. We're going to get, and do we want Lothran Seaguard? I don't know if you necessarily need the large in the background, but you definitely want some Silver Helms, probably with shields, to be honest, because the Skaven Skirmishers are just so damn annoying. Let's get a Flamespire Phoenix. We'll get some Illyrian Reaver Archers. And so we have the Anti-Doom Wheel. We have the Skirmishing. I think we just need some standard archers right now. So let's go ahead and, I wish I could really afford the Lothran Seaguard right here. That would be nice, but we're just going to have to go a little bit cheap right now, which is fine. Because we have enough archers with the Illyrian Reavers anyways, but maybe if we cut those, and I really like the Shielded Lothran Seaguard. They're pretty durable against like Skaven flanking and stuff. But what can we cut to potentially get there? We could cut this, but that's still not going to be quite enough. Yeah, that's almost there. And then as far as spells go, the Fire Hand of Glory, how much is that going to cost? Yeah, I still can't get there. So I think we just put her back on our horse right now. Oh, I hate when it bugs out like that. It's so annoying. But okay, so I think we just get a Lothran Seaguard and a regular archer. Yeah, that should be fine. And let's go ahead and throw some chevrons in the front and do it to it. All right, it's happening. I like this build. This build works pretty well. I've had some success against Skaven. The Phoenix is definitely the most important unit here. The High Elves, you know, when it first came out, I thought they were much weaker, and you know, I still think they are one of the harder factions to play. But I've had pretty good matchups. Dark Elves are definitely easier. Like they just have so many tools that are quite simple, and their strategies can be quite linear because you can just use Blackheart Corsairs, you know, and things like this that are just such a cost-effective unit. Whereas like the High Elves are a little bit more micro-intensive. You have to do a lot. You have to be like dropping bombs with the Phoenixes and everything else like that. So it's on the Facebook of Total War Warhammer 2. I'm not sure what you're referring. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, guys. So this is not a fun map against the Skaven really because they're probably going to have the high ground up here, so I'll have to march up there. And also, well, I guess they could hide in the trees, but I don't know if they even want to do that. So yeah, I don't think the High Elves are weak. No, they're just harder to play. That's kind of the summation of what I was trying to say here, is that they're much more difficult to play than the other factions. Like Dark Elves, you just mass friggin' Blackheart Corsairs and Dark Shards, and you know, Malekith is really strong, so you can just kind of march forward. Anna, you're making some serious demands here. It's this chat's getting out of control, and we've only been on for like 15-20 minutes, give or take. I'll probably play for an hour today. Oh, guys, and for any of you guys that just bought Magic, or who play Magic the Gathering, I just actually bought a new commander deck. Check this out. Hold on. So this is the new commander deck I'm gonna play. It's Edgar Markov, which is awesome. Yeah, he's really cool. Oh, yeah, I gotta change the stream title. Hold on. Italian Spartacus just pointed that out. Total Turin live stream. Turin live battles. Stream. Total War Warhammer 2. All right, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Hey, thank you, Ryba, for the donation. Glad you liked the videos, man. Hopefully we'll get you through that office shift. And thank you, Ryan. I did change the title. I feel like a sausage a little bit. All right, so let's go ahead and get these guys going here. Yeah, thank you guys for supporting today, man. You guys are generous. So we're gonna get our spears and everyone kind of lined up here, and you know, you kind of just mix and match. And spearmen honestly can hold for some time against Skaven, but they're gonna lose it eventually to the plague monks or whatever else they have in the front line. So you definitely need to be careful. But let's get these guys here. Let's get the Lothran Sea Guard over here, and on top of that, we want the Silver Helms to be kind of screening both of the flanks, and we're gonna be using them to chase down skirmishers, to deal with doom wheels, all those other shenanigans. So let's get this. We're gonna get our high magic caster right there as well, and our two skirmishers can be up on the high ground here, and this guy can be right here. Nevada, that's a steep request. You guys, make up your minds already. Yeah, I'll probably be playing Vermintide with Italian Spartacus quite a bit. He's probably going to be the Dark Lord of that game, so I'll have to learn the ways from him. But yes, it's we'll be playing it for sure. Change the title back. Oh man, you guys. God, darn Skaven, so sneaky. Well, at least they started off behind the trees, so the problem with that for them is, like, his artillery are going to be obstructed. So right now I can just, like, kind of run through the trees. And I normally don't like fighting in the forest, but honestly, in this situation with that much artillery, like, I'm cool with it. So he's got some stuff over here. So let's actually wait for him to line up his formation before we try Phoenix bombing. Look at those shades. I'm fighting against this Skaven. So against Skaven, you kind of have to go wide. If you don't go wide, like if you have just elite troops, they just kind of bomb you down. So, all right, so he's got some Clan Rat Spears, which are pretty much the perfect target for like this type of an engagement. So, these are just regular Clan Rats. So honestly, we can just kind of skirmish these guys down and do some work. So, or do we want to charge them? Let's actually just kind of hold right here and just wait, see what my opponent wants to do, and we can pull these guys around, but the artillery's coming. It's so not fun. I hate artillery. I hate Skaven artillery against High Elves. That's why you don't bring like Swordmasters of Hoeth and things like that. So, all right, so I'm not seeing any Doom Wheels, which is a good thing. We have our archers kind of shooting here, so we can go ahead and start shooting into the Globadiers. Oh, there's just so much stuff. It's like, it's so stressful. So we'll pull these guys up here. Let's get our archers kind of lurking in the shadows, get our guy flying away. We definitely don't want any of that. We're going to wait for a fiery convocation. And do we have any other archer play that we can be doing here? So yes, these guys can be shooting at some of the Globadiers in the back. Definitely want to take those guys out pretty quickly. All right, so it's time to engage, and man, we are just getting torn up in that front line engagement. Let's get these guys kind of charging back here. We want these white lines to go there, and all right, so great. So our cav, we can take them off skirmish mode, you know, pull them back around this way. And the Phoenix, we can go ahead and fly him over the front line. Do we want to fly him over the front line? We can go ahead and get him like back here ready to party. All right. So he does have some dudes coming around the back, so let's go ahead and shoot them here. And we do have Apotheosis, so let's go ahead and pop that on our frontline spearmen, who are definitely taking quite a bit of damage. And we're going to just charge in the Silver Helms in the front line right now, so we'll charge in one group there. And this one group can go in the front as well, and hopefully we can kind of slam on my opponent's formation a little bit. The Illyrian Reaver archers are a little bit inundated in melee, so let's pull them over here. And the Phoenix we want to have go after his Lord. So Lord Skrulk's definitely very squishy. So let's do this. We do have the Sunfang as well, so I'm trying to think of the best spot to use the Sunfang. Probably right here is going to be pretty good. So can we get the reach on that? I think so. But Skrulk's definitely a very vulnerable target. We do have a Fiery Convocation as well, so let's go ahead and pop that over there. See if we can get some work. All right, cool. So everything's going relatively to code. It seems like a little bit of anarchy, which is fine. Let's get these Illyrian Reavers actually and just kind of slam them in the melee. But let's have them get on those Poison Wing Globadiers because they are doing a ton of damage against the Phoenix. So man, look at the DPS my opponent is just outputting right there. So let's just charge in and just start collapsing his main formation right here. These guys can keep shooting at those. We have all these cav coming in, so we should be able to kind of do some work against this Skaven. Oh no, and you definitely do not want Tyrion attacking your Lord. That is not good, especially when he's that squishy. Phoenix is back online, so let's get the Phoenix going after some of this Lord Skrulk action right here. Let's get them re-engaged, pop the leadership up. Do we have any Silver Helms that can go ahead and charge through? So let's get them charging through on top of this Assassin here. And great. So our cav are just kind of fighting the Skaven Slave Slingers and all that other stuff. The Lothar and Seaguard are still having a good old time. Let's have them shoot at the Plague Monks. We do have Apotheosis, so let's go ahead and pop that on. Oh, I think how is he doing so much damage to us? Man, is Tyrion like surrounded by the summons or something? What is this? Maybe it's the Globadiers? I'm not sure. Anyways, let's get on Skrulk. Oh, it must have been like Libra Bubonicus. Okay, so let's get over here. Make sure to push down his Lord. Killing this Skaven Lord is definitely very valuable. It's it's very cost effective because they are very Lord dependent. Let's pull these guys back. Let's get these spears engaging over here. Tyrion is having a good old time on Lord Skrulk with his pet Phoenix, and this is good. I really need to just make sure this kind of stays here. So let's go ahead and give the melee attack to the Flamespire Phoenix. Hopefully he can kind of do his thing, and I haven't even had the chance to use my bombs yet, but Skrulk's pretty much offline, which is great. So let's get these guys over here, have them rear charge on this Assassin. Let's go ahead and just engage on the Assassin, and then have the Flamespire Phoenix chase off Skrulk. Let's get this guy pulled back here, and the Spearmen and everything they're definitely holding pretty strong. And the artillery is open now, so we can go ahead and charge that with some of our Silver Helms. These ones in the back do have that Assassin surrounded, which is great. And let's go ahead and just make sure we kill Skrulk. That's going to be extremely important. So we'll get the spears coming through here, and our cav, how are they doing? Yeah, they got that Assassin surrounded, and they're not pushovers in melee. Let's get this High Magic Caster and cast Apotheosis on Tyrion. Great. Because he does have the trophy heads, so he's definitely a little bit vulnerable, but we want to kill Skrulk. If we kill that filthy rat, we should be able to kind of pull this game from here. So let's move our Lothar and Seaguard up, have him start shooting at some of these slingers over here. You can see our cav in the back are able to shut down the artillery, which is great. He does have some spears and other guys here, so we need to be cautious. So he's watching, so great. We just move those guys away. And I don't want to chase Skrulk forever, but we need to kill him. Like, he needs to die. So maybe we just leave the Phoenix to deal with that. Let's get these Silver Helms. Sometimes they get a little bit obstructed and lose their attack orders when you move them in the forest. Let's get on the Globadiers. We have the Assassin surrounded. And let's go ahead and use Apotheosis on my Lord to kind of keep him nice and steady. And we can go ahead and wrap around here and potentially get on his other artillery piece. Great. So yeah, Assassin must be getting relatively low. Yeah, you can see he's starting to take quite a bit of HP damage. Our Silver Helms in the forest are kind of riding down the foul rats. And where's Tyrion? What are you doing, bud? You just having a good old time? Let's go kill these Globadiers. I definitely don't like those guys. So our Silver Helms definitely got the moves like Jagger. I think we're able to outmaneuver our opponent a little bit. Let's chase down those Death Globadiers, who definitely hit like trucks. Let's move up our archers, and it looks like the Foul Lord Skrulk has fallen, so we haven't even had a chance to like use our bombs yet, but it's crazy how the balance of power is like still so even. So let's move my Phoenix over here to have it go help out in the back line. We'll just continue to chase down this little ratling right here. Let's chase these guys, and good. So everything's going to code. So let's go ahead and engage back here, and guys, we're going to use the Mighty Sunfang. So the Spearmen are going to take the initial brunt of the charge. It looks like we did shut down the artillery, but we also did get surrounded a little bit. So check out this ability. This is the Sunfang. So it's going to roast these rats pretty hard. Check this out. Oh yeah, look at that damage. That was sweet right there. So let's come back here and do like a bombing run. I think that could be good. Yeah, using some of the bombs from the Phoenix. Let's move these guys up here, and it looks like we've got everything pretty much routed and taken care of. So the foul Skaven infestation has been quelled for now. Yeah, let's see. What do we got? Some Silver Helms chasing dudes off. Let's have him go after those clan rats over there. And I don't think he has enough stopping power left. So, you know what? I feel like we need to use some bombs just for entertainment purposes. And it looks like, what are these? Oh, he actually has some Storm Vermin back here. So these guys are definitely going to put up a little bit of a fight, but we can just charge into the back. I should be able to break them right here. Get these guys engaged. And come on, Phoenix. Get up in there. We have to do the drive, the Phoenix flyby. He's taking so long. Okay, great. So he's going to fly over these artillery pieces right now. Yes, good. Drop the bombs. Bomb them. Yes, good, Anakin. And yeah, I think that's going to be it. I don't know how he's still in this game. Yeah, there you go. Army losses. All right. All right, let me catch up with some chat while we celebrate that glorious slaying of the Skaven. So I'll have to cast that one later. That was a pretty fun game. All right. Hey, Sam Hosking. Yeah, maybe Lady Turn and I'll come to Australia someday. And if you have any recommendations of where we should go, you know, I would definitely love to go there. I think that'd be quite a bit of fun. Yeah, again, thank you, Sam. And if you have any suggestions over the stream, I'll do my best to keep up with the chat and you know, go from there. Yes, Strandiel with the Jabba the Hutt emote. It's glorious. It's glorious. Yeah, the old factions have been changed quite a bit. I'm really hoping that the Dawi changes stay because dwarves are thematically my favorite faction, but I was kind of getting a little sick of playing them, just dealing with cycle charging and chariots and things like that. But I really, if those changes are applied, man, I'm full mast. That's going to be great for sure. All right, let's see here. Checking for other questions that I might have missed. All right, Takatamba Wumba. I never do fun builds. I try, man. I mean, it wasn't that fun. You got to see a Phoenix. Got to see Tyrion. We'll see what we can do. I'll go get the Wookiee. The easiest faction I would say to begin with are probably the Dark Elves or the Dinos. You can honestly just get like a full line of Saurus Warriors and throw in a few dinosaurs, and I'll use Hand of the Gods, sure. Oh man. Hey, how's it going, the Birdman? Hey, Nevada, thank you for sponsoring, man. That's very generous of you. And now you have access to the Jabba the Hutts as well as the Grom Brindle emoji. So, and I think because once you hit certain thresholds of sponsorship, like you get enough people, you can make more emojis. So maybe I'll do an emoji of Wookiee. All right, I'll get you the Wookiee. Hang on, I'll go get him right now while we look for a match. Might take a minute anyways. All right, let's go, Wookiee.
Good, Anakin, good.
All right, I got him. Yeah, we'll get a Skarsnik emoji. I kind of like that actually. That's a good idea. So this is Wookiee. Can you guys hear him breathing into the mic? He has a flat face, so you know he has some trouble breathing, which is a little bit sad. But you know he tries his best. He's old. I think he's getting kind of old. Like we have a set of stairs in our backyard, and I have to like carry him up the stairs. He kind of like just sits at the bottom and stares at me with his eyes just popping out and just waiting. Stinky Wookiee's right here. See? We'll say hi. See you guys. There he is. All right. He can. Hey, how's it going, Alan Clement? Welcome, man. Just in time. Hey, I'm Nerve. How's it going, Keaton, man? Welcome to the party. So I'm Nerve in chat is actually my brother. Yeah, he lives in New York. Welcome, man. It's awesome to have you here. Yeah, man, what a pleasant surprise. Heck yeah, man. You got to learn this game. I'll play with you all day, man. He's not a pug. He's like an Affenpinscher mix. So, you know, he does his thing. Man, and I hate when the quick battles get bugged, but it gives us time to hang out with him. Yeah, sure. I like that idea, Rybach. Maybe I'll play with Jabba the Hutt and use like Nets of Amnatok. But man, Keaton, I hope you're doing well, man. It's good to hear from you. On the stream, yeah. Darth Vader emoji is pretty good for Malekith too. Like if you guys want to see Malekith, you could just like spam the Darth Vader one. Do it. All right, so we'll play the dinos because I know you guys wanted to see Hand of the Gods. Or do we want to do Jabba? What do you think, Wookie? He's kind of indifferent to the whole situation here, you know? Have I tried feeding Wookie after midnight? No, man. Look at him. All right, so what do you think? You want to do the dinos? I think that's what he wants. All right, so we'll get Big Daddy Krokar, and then maybe we'll try Jabba next game. Actually, you know, I have some preloaded armies for the Dark Elves, so let me just grab one of those. I'm just feeling lazy right now. All right, this should be okay. This looks pretty good. Let's see. Hey, Alan. Oh, you got to go back to work? What a bummer, man. I have Hand of the Gods, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got Hand of the Gods. Don't worry, man. I got you covered. We'll get Jabba. We'll get Jabba, too. Would you guys like to see a stream with Lady Turin and I playing Heroes of Might and Magic? She destroys me. She's so much better at that game than I am. He's starting to smell. Wookie, why do you smell, dude? I gave you a bath a couple days ago. Yeah, he's a little stinky. But we're gonna sit and wait for this game to get rolling. Thank you guys all for joining today on this I actually like streaming during the week quite a bit. Because on weekends I like to rest my hands and just kind of recover from YouTubing. So streaming a couple times during the week is always fun. Yeah, Keaton, start the game, man, and we can jump on Discord or Skype, and I can walk you through the basics. And Keaton, also, my lovely fiance is in here. I don't know if you guys have formally met. Anna, my brother Keaton's in chat. His name is Nerve. You guys have been formally introduced. So yeah, I think this build should work out fine. Yeah, Anna slays me at Heroes of Might and Magic. It's just sheer brutality. Like, there's so many games where I thought I was going to win. Like, I just was like, oh, she's done for. There's no way she can win. And then she just comes with, like, a stack of, like, just their tier 7 units and just brutality. All right, let's put Wookiee in the little... I have a little chair right next to me, and Wookiee's going to make it his throne for now. So you guys might hear some heavy breathing in the background. Is that good for you, bud? Yeah? All right, that's a good boy. Let's see. Why does Wookiee look like my dog? Maybe they're similar. Well, Wookiee's... Oh, he's like looking at me like he wants back over here. Man, come on. All right, let's go put you back with your girlfriend so you can hang out. Have a good one, Wookiee. All right, it's time. Temple Guard are a little bit overpriced in terms of like the other halberd units go. Like, they're not as good as like the Black Guard or the the Phoenix Guard, for example, but they're still like not bad. Like, but the Lizardmen have so many other like anti-large units and their dinos and things like that. So I understand why they're. Oh, these guys need to be in the middle. It's going to be our mainline formation. Got to deploy like this. So you put the skinks on the outside, guys. It's definitely important to do that, so they can go and like pressure the dark shards in the back. Let's get Krokar. We can get our... What is he on? Oh, he's on a little pterodactyl. Oh, that's fun. We got 2 pterodactyls. I like it. So hopefully Malekith isn't on the hunt. Let's get our chameleon skinks. We can just put them on the hill over here, ready to party. We have one group of Cold One Spear Riders to deal with Cav and other things like that. We have our Revivification Crystal, and then we do have our Laser Dino. Great. All right. We're good to go. Yeah, man, there's so many gifts we need for chat. There's so many gifts. Yeah. All right. I better start paying attention. All right, so what lore magic do I have? I don't even remember on this build. All right, so I have Heavens, which is good. So we have our little skirmisher trolls, so let's go ahead and run them up here after the halberds. We'll square up to our opponent. Let's get the laser dino kind of in position over here. And do we want to actually go shut down? Yeah, all black. That's actually not going to work out too well for him because I have a lot of skirmishing, so I can just kind of like poke and harass and just be a troll. And I think these are Dark Riders. Yeah, Dark Riders actually lose to the skinks. So let's just pull back here. We have our little dude. He's probably going to fly over and start shooting some darts at these guys. We'll just poke them in that respect. And we want to get our caster as well and just fly him over here and get ready to cast some bomb spells. So look at this. They're just being hunted. Hunted by the skinks. And it looks like, oh, harpies. All right, that's kind of fun. Cool. So our skink caster, we want to run him over here. Let's come back here and just shut down these harpies. And is he actually diving my back line with harpies? That's interesting. I haven't seen someone use harpies, like, I don't think yet in Total War Warhammer 2. So our caster, we can go ahead, and he's probably not paying attention over here, so I think we can cast a Comet of Cassandora. So we're just going to do that, pull back. Let's get our chameleon skinks over here to kind of skirmish. Shoot at the Dark Riders here. We'll have this guy shoot here, and yeah, should be good. So Krokar, let's get you kind of running over here to help out. I mean, he might come after the cold ones, and yes, I think we got the Comet. No, he was actually watching. Darn, I was so excited for that. All right, so it looks like he actually was thinking about engaging here, which is a bold move, Cotton. He does charge in with some Dark Riders in the front line who will lose to the Saurus Warriors. Let's get the Skink Chief kind of poking at Malekith. And yeah, so far so good. So yeah, the Harpies are just getting run down for sure. So let's kind of reposture these guys like this. Let's get the Revivification Crystal, and is anything taking damage? Our poor little chameleons are taking a little bit of work, so let's reposition those guys and kind of skirmish them out, have them deal with these Harpies. Let's go here. And these guys can go ahead and engage here. These guys can engage here, and good. All right, so let's get these guys here. Let's pull them up and around. These laser dinos can shoot sideways on this formation. And Big Daddy Krokgar, he's he's having a good old time. So maybe we just follow Malekith around. I'm not sure. It's there's a multitude of ideas here in terms of what's going on in this game. So I think we just kind of shoot at Malekith with some of our skirmishers. Let's go ahead and engage here. The skinks are going to route pretty quick against the Blackguard, but it's all right. It's not the end of the world. So we're going to run into the back. Let's pull these guys around the back as well. Let's get Krokgar coming over here. And once we clean up all the harpies in the back, I'm going to feel pretty confident about this. So we can get the Bastillodon in there, and the skinks we want to just have them start shooting at Malekith, just kind of whittling them down over the course of a game. Let's get over here and prepare to use Hand of the Gods. But yes, we have a nice wrap right here, which is really good. So let's go ahead and use a Comet of Cassandora right here, which is going to hopefully hit pretty hard. We do have the Hand of the Gods, so let's pop it on Malekith, because he's kind of flying like right at us. So, oh yeah, here it comes. Here comes the Hand of the Gods. Blast him. Oh yeah, look at that. That's some good damage, guys. Not going to complain. We get a nice Comet right on top of those guys. This guy can keep shooting at Malekith. And let's get in here and pop the Swiftness of Itzel, all those other goodies. The Laser Dino can just shoot down the ranks. And yeah, we have all the Harpies pretty much surrounded over here, so that should be a pretty good wrap for us. Harmonic Convergence, we're going to go ahead and pop it on Krokgar, who's just having a field day on Malekith. So we also want to side strafe and keep those Chameleon Skinks kind of pressuring him. Let's run these guys over here, keep our Chief kind of poking on Malekith as well, and just work him down. I mean, the Blackguard are obviously going to beat our Skink infantry, but we should be able to clean up the rest of his army. And without Malekith, I don't know how he's going to be able to deal with Krokgar. It's going to be a very, very uphill battle for him. So let's get the Chief kind of just chasing him down. We can get our little skink dude. This guy can go here as well. And yeah, Chameleon Skinks are definitely such a good unit. I really like those guys. So let's get Krokgar over here to kind of intercept this formation a little bit. We do have a Cold-Blooded, so we can go ahead and pop this on the Bastillodon with the Revivification Crystal. Is there anything we want to heal, like any core infantry units? We could heal Krokgar, but he's in good shape, so let's actually just heal these Saurus Warriors over here. And good. So we've almost finished off the Harpy threat on the far side. And Malekith's very, very low. You can see he's actually battling the Skink Chief in melee, which is probably good for him, if anything. But we do have this like double team right here that's going on, so let's actually cast this, do a cycle charge right here, and just finish off Big Daddy Malekith. And yeah, Skinks are having a good time. So we have another Hand of the Gods coming up relatively shortly, so we should be able to kind of polish off his forces with that. You can see the balance of power is starting to come into my favor. So let's go ahead and just kind of engage some of these guys, get the Saurus Warriors going after the Blackguard and Ogron. And I really want a headshot with the what's it called? The Hand of the Gods. That's such a fun way to kind of end these battles. So yeah, Saurus Warriors honestly trading pretty efficiently here. Let's get the Laser Dino, and I think it's time to just blast Malekith out of the skies. Let's get our little Skinks kind of chasing this poor guy down. And good. So the Cold One Spear Riders, we definitely want to pull them back. They're in the wrong neighborhood. Let's pull these guys over here, have them face off against the Harpies. Oh, headshot! Headshot! Yes. I love when that happens. Oh man, that's the reason you play the dinos right there. It's so much fun. So right now we just kind of army lost the rest of the units here. The Skinks can go ahead and shoot those guys down. Oh man, that was so great. That headshot from the laser dino. Oh, it's amazing. All right, so let's pull these guys back. Krokgar is taking a little bit of damage. Let's go ahead and pop Cold Blood on him and pull him out here. And we do have some other deals. Where do we want? We probably just want these guys up in the air, to be honest. Why is our laser dino running? Come on, man. Get back in here. Where are you going? We'll Cold Blood you. We'll keep you nice and healthy. Let's start shooting at these, and we definitely want these riders to be kind of fighting the Harpies. It's probably a much better engagement for them. And yeah, Krokgar's just basically going to finish these guys off. And we have another Hand of the Gods, but unfortunately there's not too many great targets for it. Let's get our Skink Chiefs kind of working right here. And yeah, we have Revivification Crystal. Do we have any Saurus that are somewhat healthy? We have this one group here, so we can go ahead and use that on them, which is going to resurrect it. It also resurrects models, which is pretty cool. So Swiftness of Itzel, we're going to pop that. Let's get our Laser Dino kind of shooting into this pack right here. And right now, let's go ahead and just kind of reconsolidate our forces just to play it safe. We can start skirmishing with these guys. We do have some... Actually, you know what? We don't need to run. The balance of power is so much in our favor. So let's go ahead and drop some rocks on these guys, too. I think that'll be fun. So we do have this, but Comet of Cassandora is what I'd really like. So we're 1 per 18 right now on our Winds of Magic. So I think Hand of the Gods actually does some okay damage to infantry as well. So we'll drop that rock right there. I think we totally missed... yeah, we missed that, but it's okay. Hand of the Gods right now. Let's pop it on these Blackguard. Here it comes. Ready? Oh, yeah. Krokgar, Hand of the Gods time. Oh, that actually did okay. Dang, look at that. Look at that DPS on that thing. Yeah, and I think that's going to be the end of the Dark Elves. Andrew Haran is asking for the Lord of the Rings build. Oh, that's going to be rough. All right, man, I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. Thank you for the donation, Andrew. It comes at a steep price, this request. Oh, man. Yeah, thank you guys all so much for your support. Hopefully you like that build. That's one of the builds on my guide against the Dark Elves. It seems to work pretty well, so... yeah. Yeah, Anna, the gentleman you're talking to, Speak No Evil, he's actually from, like, my hometown. Like, he lived like maybe 15 minutes from where I lived. It's pretty crazy. And there was a place in college that was kind of like where all the college kids would go, and he actually works there, like the place I used to go to my freshman year in college. Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, so let me grab some water. I'll be right back. And it's time to party. Let's do it to it. So, you guys want Jabba the Hutt? Is that techless? Yeah, I think we got to do the Lord of the Rings build. I actually really like that idea. Yeah, I'd love to do some IRL streams in Nevada with Italian. That'd be fun. He lives close enough. All right, so we're going to play the High Elves. And Andrew, this one's for you. So it might not be the most competitive build, but we're doing the Great Eagles, the Gandalf build. So we're going to get techless. And you guys say I never... Oh, why are you playing High Elves? Nobody likes mirror matches. Oh, man. All right, so I guess we'll just play Jabba then, and then we'll switch back. So we'll get to the Eagle build. Don't worry, Andrew. It'll happen, but this gentleman seems set on playing the High Elf, so... Time for Jabba to get some love. He's feeling a little neglected in this cold, cruel world he lives in. So Comet, Apotheosis, that should be fine. We'll get the Sunburst standard here to give him some missile resist. And do we want Skink Chiefs on Pterodons? I think we could just get a couple of those little trolls. They're pretty darn good. I mean, they have decent missile attacks. They poke. Just very annoying to kind of deal with, so... I actually lived in Poland for a couple months with Lady Turin, and then my visa... Well, because it was a tourist visa, so you can only stay for 3 months. So we're in the process of getting her out to California right now. Yeah. You're a wizard, Frodo. Okay, so in this build, we probably want to get the Revivification Crystal. We're going to go pretty hard in the paint and get 2 of these Bastillodons. How open field is this map? I can't remember off the top of my head. Hopefully it's pretty open. We'll find out. We'll get a couple Chameleon Skanks. We're going to get 3 groups of those. So we're going relatively expensive here. And then we want... Temple. Do we want Temple Guard? Probably not. We probably want some Cold One Riders to help out against, like, you know, the Dragon Princes and that kind of madness. And the 2 Laser Dinos is a big investment, though, guys. That's pretty steep. Play regular Toad. Why would you not want to play Lord Jabba? Nazgul or OP. Yes. And let's try something a little bit different. We're not going to use Saurus Infantry. We're actually just going to use the Skinks. And hopefully, like, be able to kite and just drag my opponent through the mud with Lord Jabba, as well as these solar engines here. So, yeah, we'll find out, I guess. Or maybe do we want to cut these? How much money? No, we still wouldn't have enough for another group of the Cold One Spear Rider. So, let's find out what happens. All right. Solar builds. Yeah, solar engine blind is awesome for sure. We got... Oh, yeah, you want Stegodons. You guys wanted Stegodons, didn't you? All right, let's give the people what they want. So how much does it cost? That's a feral one. I don't want a feral one because I don't like the rampaging. So we'll get a regular Stegodon here. Yeah, how's that? Are you pleased now? We have a Stegodon. We have all kinds of madness, but I probably cut a Skink Chief here and get like you know, get more infantry. Can I cut anything on you? Oh, can we cut your rock drop? It's not even that good. All right, here we go. Oh man, this build just got so much jankier. I got Skinks, I got a Stegodon, I got a Laser Dino. I got you, man. I got you. Yeah, Nazgul. Oh man, wouldn't it be cool if like modders were just allowed to like do a Lord of the Rings mod? Like imagine if they used this engine. I mean, you have the elf models, you have the dwarf models, you have the orcs. Like you could just like retexture the armor and like, oh man, I don't think they're allowed to do that though, but that would be really cool. So this build's a little bit janky, but Jabba's pretty mad. You can see him on Zlok over here, just waiting. It's a poke build. There's a little poking going on in this build. You know, we got some skinks in the front. Definitely gonna have some fun with the Temple Guard, I'm sure. Not Temple Guard, excuse me, Phoenix Guard. Let's get our laser dino kind of sitting over here, a little offset. And did you guys know that this guy actually has an artillery piece on his back? There's like a bolt thrower right there. Check that out. So it's like in its way. It's kind of a siege piece. So let's get these, group 2, and we do have Jabba in the back. Jabba's going to be good with Nets of Amnatok for sure. Skink Chief can kind of be trolling. We'll just have him flying around, doing his own thing. 3, put these cab back here, and the Revivification Crystal right there. All right, we'll wait for my opponent to ready up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right, Daniel. They do actually have a Lord of the Rings tabletop game, but I don't know. I would love to see. You know how like there's the really popular mods for like medieval and you know that are the Third Age. I know Pixelated Apollo does a lot of those, but yeah, we'll see. Skinks in the river. Oh yeah, aquatics. Oh man. All right, it's time. It's time, brother. My patience has worn thin. Oh man. Okay. Oh man. My arm, shoulder. I think my, my wrist tendonitis like stems from my shoulders that are always very sore. Oh man. Oh Anna, yeah, that's right. You said you had a couple of those models, the Lord of the Rings ones. I don't think I got to see those while I was in Poland though. I would love to see them. Yeah, you probably want more historical titles, don't you? All right, so these are regular Illyrian Reavers, I think. So let's go ahead and get the laser dino, and we can have this guy start shooting here. And I do not know what sort of monstrosity this is. Oh my goodness, that is some ugliness. You guys seeing this? This formation? Oh man. All right, so we need to fall back right now. Let's get our Cold One Spear Riders up to kind of help these poor little skinkies out. And do we want to just start blasting? Oh, those are actually Silver Helms. So Jabba can run up as well. He does have Nets of Amnatok, so he should be able to kind of assist against those guys. And all right, so far so good. So the Skink Chief, let's pull him over here. And we do have this one group of skinks that's kind of stuck in melee here. So let's pull these guys back. The Cold One Spear Riders can go ahead and engage right here. And Jabba and the boys are, yeah, they're on their way out. All right, so do we want to drop a Net of Amnatok right here is the question. I feel like dropping it right here, we don't really need to because we already have them like on wraps. We have the Revivification Crystal, so let's go ahead and drop some healing on, what do we want to heal? Nothing's really taking damage. I guess we just don't use it yet. So yeah, those Silver Helms got just absolutely monster mashed. So right now we're just going to move over here and we're going to drop a Net of Amnatok on those guys, which is going to lock them down and allow us to get in there and just do as we please. And now let's go polish those guys off. Great. So they should be pretty much done for now. Jabba's got, he's pretty mad. You can see he's got his lock in there. He's coming to party. So we could drop a Comet of Cassandora right there. I was a little bit late. I should have done it earlier, but oh man, just look at all the dinos coming in. Oh yeah. Oh, come on. Go already. Come on. All right, that was super underwhelming. I was too slow on the draw because I hesitated. I was like, should I do it? Should I? And it just, it didn't pay off, guys. So this mainline formation, we can go ahead and advance them right here, get them kind of ready to party, and just look at this horde of angry dinosaurs. It's like chasing them. Oh man, that is just too juicy, guys. So let's kind of advance our main troops, get everyone going. Let's get the laser dino kind of shooting in there as well. And here it comes. Come on, Jabba. Come on, Jabba. Get in there. Because I think my opponent can see it coming right now, which is the only downside. So, oh man, if he doesn't move, that's gonna be so much damage, guys. So the Illyrian Reavers, we can get the Skink Chief to help out here. Let's get these guys here on these Illyrian Reavers and get this dino to use the Revivification Crystal. Great, so that banishment did not exactly go where I wanted it to go. Oh, that's actually doing a lot of damage. Okay, it's time for the ruination of cities. So these troops can kind of posture up like so. Here, oh yeah, here it comes. Oh, look at the damage. Look at the damage. Oh man, that's so good. Yeah, you can't really afford to do the noob box against Jabba the Hutt. He's gonna take it to you. So let's just posture up these skirmishers in the back. And honestly, we can just kind of keep dropping some of these Comet of Cassandora right now. Just, all right, here comes the Comet right now. Do it, banish them. All right, we're doing it. I promise. Let's just get the Stegodon in there. Who cares? Let's just go. Oh, now he's finally moving, but now it's like everything's so compromised, right? All right, so let's get these Illyrian Reavers fighting. Let's get these guys going here. There's just lasers and just angry dinosaurs coming in. And we do have some time before those do come up. So let's get these guys engaged on his cab in the back. And here comes the Stegodon, the mighty beast. Look how cool that thing is. So freaking cool. All right, let's go ahead and push on the spearmen and just kind of push back to these archers. Let's get this King Chief engaged on those guys. Let's get some of these chameleons pushing there, and it looks like he's gonna withdraw. This guy will never blop again. Yeah, that felt good. Yeah, that was really funny. Oh man. Now the new box is never good. I mean, sometimes the Dawi will do it, but it's like it's pretty much inferior in every competitive sense. I'm really glad I got to play the dinos with Jabba that game. That was like the perfect Jabba match. He did speak no evil. Oh man. Comet. Yeah, it's a comet. Yeah. I don't know if did I say it wrong? If I did, I'm sorry. Yeah. I mean, if I had brought Krokar, it would have been better, but Jabba was really able to just... Yeah, he might be new. I don't know. I don't know why he's playing me. I mean, let's see what my rank is right now. Let's check. I changed my name, so it kind of... It doesn't... Yeah, so I'm 25 on ladder right now, which is not bad, guys. Not bad. We're doing it to it. Yeah, the ancient Stegodons are better because they have like range, and then they also don't rampage, so you can control them the entire battle. And it's like, I think that's worth 300 gold. Probably dreaming about that tactic. Oh man, yeah. That's pretty funny. Hey, thank you, Jake. I really appreciate the donation, man. If you have any requests, let me know. I'm gonna be trying to get the Lord of the Rings build right now. It's not gonna be great, I don't think, but it might be good against like the Skaven, I think. Yeah, we'll see. All right, so let's go ahead and play the High Elves. We're gonna play Gandalf Techless. All right, this one is for you. Let me go ahead and make sure, Andrew. Yeah, this one's for you, buddy. You requested this, so you're getting it. So Flaming Sword, we're gonna try something a little bit different. We're actually going to use the Chain Lightning and see if we can get some value out of that. And aside from that, let's get. Hey Andrew, am I allowed to use the nobles on the? Okay, whatever. I think that's fine. We can use the nobles on the Great Eagles to go hunting. Yes, good. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. All right, they're very fast, which is good. Let's get those guys. Let's get some Lothern Seaguard to help out, and we'll get more Great Eagles. You want the Great Eagles, man? How's it going, Alex? What's your question, Jake? Yeah, you were Legolas, Techless. You're a Legolas, Techless. Let's get some of these Illyrian Reaver archers. We probably cut one group of those. Get 2 of these. And all right, so this is the glorious Great Eagle build. So I'm not sure how well it's gonna work. It's never been tested in the field of combat. And yeah, let's do it to it. All right. Yeah, you wanted the nobles? Well, I'm gonna give you some regular Great Eagles too, just to be a gentleman about it. So do they cause terror? Oh no, they only cause fears. That's a little bit of a bummer. Man, 110 speed is so fast. The Beagles are coming. The Beagles. So Jake, subscriptions work. It's the same as Twitch. So you have 2 options. You can use Super Chat, which is like a monetary donation that you just did. Much thanks for that. And if you subscribe, you get to you get some emotes, and you also get like a badge in chat. It's pretty much the same as Twitch. So you have several options there. So again, I really appreciate your donation, man. That's and if you have anything you'd like to see, let me know. Yeah, Eagles are OP in Lord of the Rings, but I don't know about in Total War. All right, it's time. It's judgment time. Hopefully I'm not missing your guys' questions. I'm trying to be more attentive to chat. Some streams I like look away for too long, and it's a little bit of heresy. I think he automatically has the Potion of Troy, so hopefully I didn't forget that. But you need 1 dwarf. I know. I wish I could just have Gimli running around. You know, just give me Ungrim Iron Fist. Just have him be part of this army right now. That'd be great. Look at me, guys. I'm doing hand stretches to make sure my hands don't give out. So, do any of you guys that are in chat right now, do any of you guys play Magic the Gathering? Specifically the Commander format? Or, you know, Modern, Legacy, whatever. Do any of you guys play it? Let me know in chat, because I wanted to ask you guys something. Alright. So, we're going to get the White Lions in the front, like so. Lothern Seaguard, 1 group out here, 1 group out here. We're probably going to have to advance on him, although maybe not. We'll see. It depends if he has, like, Reaper Bolt Throwers and things like that. Techless is ready to party. He's got Chain Lightning and Nets of Amachok. We got the Noble Squad. Oh man, just look at this Haggard Goon Squad. This is just next level. Alright, and we got these guys ready to go. And we'll wait for my opponent to get ready. Yes. Yeah, so if you guys play MTG, I thought about branching out my channel in some respect and doing like Magic the Gathering videos. Oh yeah, dude, I just bought a bunch of Ixalan cards. Yeah, I thought about doing like some videos on Magic and EDH. Yeah, all I play is EDH now. I used to play Standard and Modern and everything, but if you guys want to see Magic content on my channel, let me know. Like I might even start a second channel or something. Controllers are much harder on my hands for my wrist tendonitis, to answer your question, bud. It's not as expensive as tabletop 40k, that's for sure. All right, so here we go this time. So what does he have over here? Some Harganeth Executioners. Let's go ahead and square up over here. Let's get our nobles kind of scouting. And if he has Malekith, I mean, it's pretty much going to be a free kill. So let's fly over here, see if we can maybe line up and pick these guys off. I don't know what tricky business he has. I'm looking on the mini-map. Harganeth Executioners are going to take some free fire, which is good. They don't have shields, so the damage will add up. Hey, Dylan, thanks for sponsoring, man. Welcome to the party. Really appreciate it. Any recommendations you want, let me know. I'll do my best. And oh yeah, they're separated from the herd. The great eagles. The eagles came from over the hill. All right, it's time. It's time for Gotham's reckoning via great eagles. Oh yes, glorious. Get them my pets. So I think we should be able to cheese these guys out. So let's move these guys up, have them start shooting at these. We're gonna get these guys kind of squared up over here to meet my opponent head on. And who does he have? It looks like he has a Death Hag over there, but man, these eagles are just going to town on these Harganeth Executioners. Look at these nobles. Just Gandalf would be proud. He would summon them in his hour of need. All right, so we're just gonna square up right now. If my opponent wants to hide in the forest, we can just pick things off. I have no problem with that. So great, so the eagle's doing a good job. Hopefully we can kill these Harganeth Executioners, just take them offline. Fly, you fools. And yeah, so far so good. All right, let's shoot at these Blackguard right here. And come on, break. I want them to break before I pull back, because then I can just chase them off the battlefield with a single Great Eagle. Come on, hold. Oh, 11 leadership. All right, we got to get back. We can't allow those Harganeth Executioners, or excuse me, the guards over there to do their thing. So we do have the Bleak Swords. We can start shooting. We don't want to shoot at Bleak Swords probably, although does he have Harganeth Executioners? He does, so we can shoot at those guys. And the Great Eagles have migrated. Yeah, they're feeling happy. We do have Teclis, so we could potentially get some nets of Amnitok action. So maybe we do a net of Amnitok right here on these guys. Can we do that? And then we're going to cast a Chain Lightning right on top of them. I don't know how it's going to work out, but yeah, let's see if that works. I kind of want to try it. So he does have some shades over here with Great Swords, so we're going to just send the Great Eagles to go after them. So, all right, so the Chain Lightning, let's see if it works out. Oh, looks like it did actually buzz some of those guys down, which is good. All right, I'll take it. Let's get these archers over here in position, have them start shooting here. And it looks like the Great Eagles are kind of doing their thing. And Teclis is going to wait for a fiery convocation, I think. But yeah, Shades are pretty strong in melee, but I think we can crush them with our Great Eagle Goon Squad. And guys, did we just find a new meta-defining build? Perhaps we did. Who knows? And it looks like a Dreadlord is coming in, but man, he is taking a lot of damage here, guys. So let's get the fiery convocation right down his line here, which is going to hopefully do some good work. And that's casting. And what are these? Are these all Shades over here? So no, he has some Blackguards. We want to pull back. We don't want any of that. Let's get these guys chasing. Oh, that actually did some okay damage, I think. All right, I'll take it. So we do have these white lines kind of fighting against his Lord right here. Teclis, you kind of need to keep him on the run. You definitely don't want to play around too much with those guys. The Great Eagle Goon Squad has kind of zoned those guys out. So, oh, it's time, Death Hag. It's time for you to meet your end. That's for sure. So let's get the Lothern Sea Guard, kind of take them off skirmish mode. We're getting some good counterfire against those Shades in the forest. We're having a little bit of a problem, and it's time. So let's get one of these guys and one of these guys, have them go in the Lord and kind of split our efforts a little bit. Let's get Teclis fighting in right there. And yeah, I think it's all going to code, guys. It's all for, hey, thanks Alex Talenta for the donation. Let me make sure I said your name right. Teletina. Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. We'll fight in your honor, man. So yes, Teclis is having a good old time. We do have these troops in the back that are getting some great skirmishing. We'll pull back these Lothern Sea Guard because we don't want them fighting against the Blackguard and Nogrond. Start shooting at the Bleak Swords over there. And it looks like our Noble Goon Squad is just putting these guys down just horribly. So let's use a Chain Lightning in the forest and see if we can get some good value out of that. And we can just turn and shoot right now. And yeah, let's see. It looks like his Death Hag is just getting beaten down by the Noble Goon Squad. And the Chain Lightning, how did it do? I wonder how much damage it did in the back. I didn't really get a chance to see that. So let's position these guys in the back, the Illyrian Reavers. And you know, Andrew, you may have inspired a build that I actually like. Like, this is like pretty fluid. Like, I feel like I have answers for almost everything. All right, Lothern Sea Guard are just kind of teeing off in the Blackguard and Nogrond over here. We do have our Cav around the back, so we can go ahead and just put them in melee mode and just have them rear charge these Shades, although those are Shades with great swords. I don't know if we want to mess with those guys in melee. Teclis is kind of hanging out, having a good time with the boys. Let's get these archers shooting into the shades over here. Get these archers shooting at... We definitely don't want to waste ammo on bleak swords. Those guys are definitely not worth our time. These guys were able to kill the death hag, so let's get all of our goon squad right now and just have them kind of swarm on these guys. Pretty sure his lord's out of the picture, so we do have a Nets of Amnitok. But let's use a regrowth on... we don't want to really heal Teclis because he has the Potion of Troy. So what you do is you use an ability, then you pop the Potion of Troy. Oh, look at Gandalf's eagle in here, just all proud. The great eagles. And Potion of Troy to heal. We're just going to rear charge and just kind of sandwich them, and that should be all she wrote. I think his army's going to break after that, maybe? Although he still has some black guard here. I'm not sure. Oh, and his lord is alive over there. All right, so let's pull an eagle and a noble, have him go after his lord. They should be able to... His lord might actually lose to these Lothran Seaguard right here. You never know. All right, so Teclis is going to kind of scurry away a little bit. We do have this big sandwiching here on these shades, which are a very expensive unit. And, yeah, all right. We got 6 white lines here ready to come back and fight. You guys true patriots here. Let's go ahead and shoot right here at these black guards. Let's shoot here at these black guards. And where's the help? Oh, man. Sometimes, like, the pathing on these guys gets so funky. It looks like he's broken due to army losses, so... Yeah, maybe we can cast that one. That was really fun. That's a straight pigeon fury. Oh, man. Yeah, thanks again, Alex, for the donation. I really appreciate it. And Dylan welcomes the sponsor. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be trying to stream quite a bit more. So, yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the streaming. I honestly prefer streaming to recording videos, but it's just a matter... If I didn't have this darn wrist condition, I would stream every single day for you guys. Like, I would go 2 hours a day. No problem. So we'll probably go an hour and a half, guys. So we got another half hour here. So, let's get a subscriber battle in. And then what I'll do is I'll finish out the stream just playing quick battles, since it's only going to be half an hour. So it's going to be 1v1 sub fight, and the password is 123, and we're doing it. Yes. And no, it's not a free for all. It's going to be a land battle, a mighty land battle. Let's have them fight on the. Yeah, and don't worry, guys. I'll jump back to playing quick battles after this. So I'm just going to give my hand a break for like 5-10 minutes while this battle happens. Andrew? Wait, Andrew, you missed the Great Eagles? Oh, something came up? Andrew, man, I did that one. Oh, it was so good. You're going to have to go back and watch that. It was... The Eagles performed. They really performed. Yeah, they killed it. So, guys, the game name is 1v1 subscriber fight, I think. And, let me go ahead and log on Steam, because sometimes I know you guys can't see me if I'm like hiding on Steam or whatever. So they're taking the hobbits to Isengard. Send the Eagles. So we got Goblin Crackhead versus Triarius, and I'm gonna leave the game, rejoin as a spectator, and then you guys close that slot, please. All right, so multiplayer battle, and you gotta find it. 1v1 sub fight. Someone steal my someone stole my spot. Come on, guys. Come on, George. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Yeah, you'll have to rewind. All right, cool. So there's 3 people in here. So you guys, Sir Nicholas, if you could jump out, we'll get more in later. Don't worry. But those 2 guys were in first. And Goblin, if you could close the slot, that'd be great. Thank you. Yeah, Daniel. I mean, that's kind of the eternal question as it pertains to Lord of the Rings. Like, why didn't the Eagles just carry them to Mount Doom? You know, kind of the counter argument for that, though, in regards to the whole eagle flying them. I mean, yes, like in many of the situations, you see the Eagles kind of handling the Nazgul and having a pretty good job with them. But I think if there wasn't like the distraction, or, you know, these big cataclysmic battles happening that were kind of distracting the Nazgul as well as Sauron, you know, the Eagles would have, you know, tried to fly into Mordor, and they would have been intercepted by the Nazgul, and then Sauron probably would have had some influence on the battle as well. So there's a multitude of different kind of counter arguments for that. But yeah, they were too busy in my army. That's the real thing. So yeah, thanks again, guys, for joining today. We're doing it to it. Triarius. I think that sounds so familiar. But it looks like, yeah, Dinos versus Skaven, and it looks like the Skaven already have an army, so I wish I could see his army, but hey, guys, and don't stream snipe each other, please. I'll be jumping on to do more quick battles, too, after this game, so a couple more. Gandalf had to save money during the 3 books to pay them. They were busy killing Dark Elves. Yeah, that's probably an accurate assessment. Yeah, it's been a good stream today, though, guys. We've had some good battles. We got to see the Eagles. We got to see a Stegodon. All kinds of stuff. Will Eagle spam be good for the Wood Elves? I don't know, Dov. That's a good question. I really have no idea. I feel like with the High Elves, it's a little bit Like, you can put those nobles on there, and they're pretty good combatants. With the martial prowess, they have really high melee defense. Yeah, Clayton, you'll have to catch. I'll be playing another quick battle or two after this subscriber battle. So from there, you can watch those, or you can just join later. Whatever you prefer. So yeah, guys. Let me I'll get some of my magic cards while we're waiting, so... Hold on. I got like a drawer, a Doom chest over here, off on the side that has all my cards. So, let me see my coolest binder. This one is all my lands. So yeah, guys, this is one magic binder. Like, and I'm telling you, I've been collecting since '97. These are all rares, like all these cards. They're all like this is my binder that has all my my swamp black cards. Yeah, it's pretty good. Got some Dark Ritual action going on. I got some Bitter Blossom. Necropotence is definitely one of my favorite cards of all time. I'd love to do more Magic on the channel. Hey, Lorgar, take care, man. Oh, I'm half Italian. Cheers, man. I'm sure some of you guys have found that out. All right, it's time. We got the battle. I need to get this guy's left hand on point. My favorite commander in EDH right now is Edgar Markov. He is so much fun. So, I'll go ahead. I have like the oversized version. Oh, hold on. There we go. So this is Edgar Markov, the card. He's really good. Basically, he has an ability that makes it so that whenever you cast a vampire spell, you get an extra vampire token, like a 1/1. And that's really good for like Grave Pact style decks. So you run Grave Pact and you run Sack Outlet. So every time you cast like a vampire spell, you're getting an extra token. And then from there, you can just sacrifice them to various altars and you know, the Viscera Seer. And you can just like wipe the board and you're just getting so much value. It's awesome. It is really awesome. I definitely recommend that deck if you guys are playing. What nerd shaming is going on? Is there some nerd shaming in chat? Come on, guys. We gotta be chill. Yeah, Magic the Gathering is great. All right, guys. So we have a showdown between the Goblin Crackhead, who's going to be playing the Dinos, and it looks like he does have a pretty cool army. Pterodons. These are definitely the way to beat the Skaven as the Dinos. They are such a good unit. They do a ton of damage against lightly armored infantry. Great against Plague Monks. So he's going to be facing off against quite an artillery battalion up here from Triarius. So he does have a Plague Claw Catapult, as well as a Warp Lightning Cannon. I'm not as big of a fan of the Plague Claw Catapult against the Dinos. It's relatively inefficient against their kind of light infantry, but it does okay against the Source Warriors, I guess. So we'll see. He does have some Clan Rat Spears in the back that are going to be defending these guys. In the main line, he does have Plague Monks, which Plague Monks are the best unit against the Dinos. They have really good anti-infantry bonuses, and they do have Frenzy. So the stats you guys are seeing right now aren't necessarily accurate. When the fighting starts, you guys will see their melee attack is going to shoot up to, let me go ahead and check the accurate stat of that. So it will get, yeah, so 8 more melee attack, 12% more weapon damage. So their stats are actually quite a bit higher than you can see in the pregame. On top of that, he does have Lord Skrulk, the Plague Rat. He has an Assassin over here, which is definitely very good with the Trophy Heads. Trophy Heads does give a big AoE debuff of 44 melee attack to all nearby troops in a 40-meter radius, so definitely very strong. He also has Poison Wing Globadiers and the Mighty Doom Wheel. So definitely like this build quite a bit. Both players have good, competent builds, and you know what? I think we're good to go. So yeah, he's got Source Warriors in the front line with Shield, so he's probably expecting some Skaven Skirmishers. And if you are expecting a bunch of Gutter Runners, the Shields are definitely a good investment. He's got some Skinks on the flanks who he's going to be using to get on those artillery, hopefully for him. And he actually does have a wider army than the Skaven, so he might be able to do that. On top of that, he does have the Bastillodon with the Revivification Crystal. Definitely a good bet here. This guy has some pretty good healing, and it actually does resurrect, so it's basically like the Dino version of the Invocation of Nehek. He's got Krok-Gar, and this is actually the first time I haven't seen Krok-Gar on his mount. I definitely think he should be on his mount, but you know, I'm pretty eager to see how he does. And he's got some Cold Ones in the forest, and that's pretty much it. Yes. Yes, here we go. He feels as old as Mazda Mundi now. He's quite old. So you can see the Skaven artillery shooting in, and man, look at the damage it did to those Pterodons. So typically when you use Pterodons against a Skaven, it's always good to kind of fly them up and around, because then the artillery can't shoot at them as easily. These things do turn relatively slow, so it's going to mitigate some of their rate of fire, but man, he is getting a ton of damage on those guys. You can see the Plague Claw Catapult is going to come in against these Source Warriors, and it's doing some okay damage. I feel like the Dino Infantry aren't as like bunched up as some of the other factions are, but still you can see they're advancing right here. They will be kind of colliding against some of these Plague Monks, and Source Warriors 1-to-1 will beat Plague Monks. They just hit so darn hard. They have 52 weapons rank and have some okay defensive stats with 34 melee defense, so they should be just fine. So now you can see that the Plague Monks do have 35 weapon strength there, so you can see it kind of being augmented a little bit. And this is some good play on the side as well from Goblin Crackhead, using these Pterodons right here to kind of poke these Plague Monks, and that damage does add up. They also do have basically the equivalent of gyrocopter bombs, and you can see the rats are definitely getting roasted here. And the artillery is going to be shooting in right in the front. So definitely some wild times going on. So Krokar is going to be leading his contingent up the hill, which is definitely not fun. Yeah, you usually don't want to be marching up the hill, but here you don't really have a choice since the Skaven artillery has that high ground position. You can see he is using a Skink Chief over here to kind of poke down the Skaven artillery, and is just trying to get behind him, it looks like. These guys can shoot while they're moving, which is also quite nice. So the Saurus Warriors are also going to collide in the front line with the Plague Monks. It's finally happening, the duel to decide our times. But yeah, it's going pretty well so far for both players. No kind of a decided victory yet. You can see the Plague Monks are actually doing a lot of shock damage against these Bastillodons, but that's because Lord Skrulk did use Wither. So Wither is going to lower their armor by 60, putting them at 0. You can see the Lord of Heavens right here doing a nice blast, and he really needs to get Krokar engaged. If you could like waddle Krokar over here and go after the Assassin or go after Lord Skrulk, that could be quite valuable. So the Dino front line, he has some idle Skink cohorts right here, which if he could get those guys right on top of these Poison Wing Globadiers would be game-changing. I mean, it would save his entire Air Force. Over here, some of the heavy-duty dinos are charging in. You can see the Bastillodon with the Solar Engine. Yeah, he actually has one with the Solar Engine. It does have the Rival Head Talisman as well as several other debuffs on it. So very well played by the Skaven player using all of these debuffs on these units. Definitely haven't seen Wither used too much, but you know, it does put these guys to 0 armor, which is pretty darn. I mean, it's not pretty low. It's the lowest it can possibly be. So definitely some good stuff coming in from the Skaven right here, and it looks like the Dino line might be buckling a little bit in the front. If we take an overarching look at things, you can see the Saurus Warriors here getting a little bit low. On this side, they're doing a little bit better because they do have the Bastillodon as well as this Skink Priest with Heavens kind of supporting from the sky. On the far side, though, yeah, it looks like he did actually move those Skinks up, but the Skaven player, Triarius, did a very good job of getting these spears right in front of them. So this is definitely going to be a bit of a rat fight. Of course, it's going to be a rat fight, but definitely 2 low-tier troops. But I think the Skinks actually win. They have 25 and 36 and 25 compared to 18, 32, and 23. These guys are obviously an anti-large unit. So a very nice wind attack going down on those Globadiers. However, the Lord of Heaven's Wind Blast doesn't do much damage against armor, and these guys, even though they look like they're just like in robes and rags, like they have 100 armor. They're very tanky. These guys have like more armor than like warrior priests from the Empire, which is pretty ridiculous. But look at that unholy volley just coming down here on the Skink Priest. Definitely doing a good job. You can see the mighty Doomwheel in the back just kind of trolling about, but man, these Cold One Spear Riders actually got routed off. So that's going to be horrible for the Lizardmen, because that means the Doomwheel is free. It can just start rampaging in the back line, and yeah, that's going to be tough. You can also see that Krokar, not on the mighty Grimlock, is definitely no match for Lord Skrulk and an Assassin, because the Assassin is going to use Trophy Heads. Skrulk is going to contaminate him and kind of lower his leadership and other stats. And I think that's going to be all she wrote for the Dinos. It's those Globadiers did some serious work. So I definitely like that play from the Skaven. He did a really good job using the debuffs in the front line, like Wither and all those other things, which you don't see terribly often. So, oh, look at the Clan Rats emerging from the pits. And I didn't see if he actually used the Clan Rats, because they are a little bit buggy, unfortunately. They can pretty much one-shot Lords, but I don't think he actually used that to kill Krokar, but looks like Krokar does fall, and I think that's going to be it for the Dino Hordes. The Saurus Warriors perform well, 63 kills. The Plague Monks have 136, though, which is really bad for the Dinos. The Doomwheel is kind of just running rampant and running over some of these guys. I wonder how many kills it has. 64. Wow, how did he get 64 kills so quick? Because I thought it was fighting against some of those Cav for quite some time. In the back, you can see the Bastillodon with the Revivification Crystal is basically just hiding and doing its thing. Looks like there's some chat going on. Just good luck. Good luck, have fun stuff. But yeah, that's going to be pretty much all she wrote for the Dinos, I think. There's no way they could come back with like a full health Skrulk as well as this Assassin. Definitely some rough stuff. Yeah, non-mounted Krokar, yeah, you definitely need to bring him on his mount. I think that would be one of my big criticisms, is that, you know, having Krokar on a mount is just, it's so powerful. I mean, when he's on Grimlock, he has like AoE Blast with the swiftness of Itzel. He just brings so much more to the table when he's on the mount. And it's like, even against like the Globadiers, he has the mobility to kind of outmaneuver them and go after. He could have just been chasing the Doomwheel the whole game, you know? And I think that would have been good. Yeah, Lady Turn's in chat. She's actually, I think she jumped on Fallout. She's playing a little bit of Fallout and hanging out in chat. So if you have any questions, I'm sure she'll be here to answer. So yeah, we're doing it to it. Well played to both players. All right, so it's time. My hands are rested. We're going to get another 2 quick battles in, give or take, and call it a day. Yeah. Oh yeah, Middle-earth Shadow of War. That came out, didn't it? The new Shadow of War game. Looks pretty darn cool. All right, so let's go ahead. Good game to Goblin Crackhead and Triarius. Quite a bit of fun. YouTube's probably going to demonetize this video because I keep saying Crackhead. You really want to see Doom Bulls running down Doom Wheels. Yes, that would be quite a memeception, as they say. Are Croc and Old Bloods on foot? I don't think so. I think you should just bring them on the dinos. They get so much more power when they're on their big dinosaurs. Mobility, just all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, the Beastmen are definitely a little bit neglected. They could use some love. They're a hard faction. The only reason they can compete is because of Morker, in my opinion. All right, we're fighting James Green. What do you guys want to see? Oh, he dodged. Yeah, Daniel, we can do an FFA if you want. You want to end the battle with an FFA? Hey, Hydro Franz, welcome from you said yeah, Amsterdam, of course. Welcome, man. How you doing? Good to have you. Hopefully you're having a good time going out to the bars, enjoying yourself, the works. Make Malagor fly. Yeah, that might be good. Dang, I really wanted to fight on Iron Sand Desert, so what do we want to use now? What do you guys want to see? Do you want to see Dark Elves? Oh, they dodged. I think they know. They know. Yeah, I hear you speak, no evil. Horned ones? You want to see horned ones? They're actually okay in the high health matchup, but other than that, they're not very good because they rampage. They just run into spears. It's kind of like we're fighting against the mighty War Master. So let's play the yeah, we can do Skaven. Skaven versus Dinos. Do we want to do that? Or we can do High Elves. Let's do High Elves. I want to show you guys this build I really like. So we're going to get a Prince on a Star Dragon, strip him down a little bit. We're going to get High Magic. Do we want to get High Magic? What do we have? Life, Light. We have the Swordmaster of Oath. So we're going to get these abilities. We're going to get rid of Soul Quench, Arcane and Forging. Fiery Convocation is so darn expensive, but we can go ahead and try it, maybe. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we'll end the stream with the Dreaded 13th spell, but I don't really like to use the Dreaded 13th spell, Jerb, because it's broken. It summons Storm Vermin and they can one-shot enemy lords. So I don't want to like accidentally do that and just win the game in that manner, you know. So let's go ahead and get some. This is the Lothern Seaguard build that I like quite a bit. It seems to work, you know, relatively efficiently against the dinos. We want some skirmishers, and yes, I think that's good. All right, cool. So we got this. We have our flying squad that can go around and hunt the dinosaurs, and should be fine. Cool. It is cool how you can write an essay and watch the stream with one eye. I know, man. It's glorious. Yeah, Fiery Convocation isn't that good. It's definitely one of the weaker breath attacks. I'm not sure who that is, John. Not sure who that is, brother. Oh, man. All right, good luck to War Master. Let's see if you can take down my mighty Prince build. We'll see. Maybe he can. Maybe he can't. Will he be the first one today? Perhaps. I know we got the mighty Dob Plays in the house, and if you guys haven't, go check out Dob's YouTube channel. He's a competitive player himself and puts up a lot of quick battles and good stuff. So, all right, here it goes. Whew, we're doing it to it. We're on the Doom Reach, but yeah, the what's it called? The freaking temple, not Temple Guard. I'm just totally blank. Lothern Seaguard are really good in this matchup. They're good at kind of peppering down the dinos and dealing with chameleon skinks because they have silver shields. So. Wind Blast is really good at killing lightly armored units. It's like if you're taking out like skinks and things like that, or you know, archers or dark shards, it can like almost one-shot them. It's really good. All right, yeah, it does more damage against lightly armored targets. To answer your question, yes sir, yes sir. What kind of graphics card do I have? To answer that question, I don't know off the top of my head, but if you go to my YouTube channel description, you can find it there. I have all my specs on my computer, so. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Speak No Evil. Maybe I'll have to try that. Oh no, 12 hours? Well, that's probably because of your internet, right, Daniel? Because the upload is affected by your internet speed, I think. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Or maybe it just takes forever to render. I'm not sure. All right, so let's go ahead and get these guys. We can get the white lines in the front. Honestly, white lines, I think, are one of the more well-rounded like infantry units in the game. So let's get these guys here. These guys right here. I don't know if well-rounded is the right term to use, but I just think they're really good for their cost. All right, great. So we have our Lothern Seaguard kind of fanned out. We have our Prince on the Star Dragon. We have our Cav, who can go party with our Dino friends. And where do we want this fighting to start? Maybe we start at, I don't know, there's some awkward positioning here. Maybe he's going to be deployed over here. I'm not sure. But anyways, we have skirmishing, so we can kind of dictate the pace of the battle a little bit. Let's get our mage right here. And do it to it. All right, good luck to my opponent. Oh, man, he got started quick. So let's go over the hill. We'll start marching here because we are the High Elves and they probably have like lasers and stuff, so we probably have to march anyways. So I don't see anything yet. I'm looking at the map and I've actually started to do that a little bit more often. All right, here we go. So he's got Saurus Warriors with shields. He's got some skink cohorts with javelins. All right, yeah, we'll just start shooting at whatever we can hit, really. I mean, they do have shields, so they're going to mitigate some of the damage, but we have the range advantage. So Let's just kind of tee off here. Basically, oh, you better get that Skink Priest back to cover, buddy. That's not going to be good. And where do we want this fighting to start? So we can go ahead and like engage right here. Yeah, that should be okay. Great, so our Cav can go ahead and pull back this way. Let's take him off skirmish mode. We can fly around the side. And does he have anything like worth hitting here? So you guys need to run. What are you doing? Run, you fools. Don't fight Saurus Warriors in melee. I'm going to put you back in skirmish mode. You guys are being bad. All right, so we're going to get the Dragon Breath and use them right here on the line of these. Oh, no, they're moving, though. That's not always good. It's better if they're standing still. So maybe we can still cancel it. Yes, okay, we cancel it. Great. So we'll use it on these Saurus Warriors right here. We'll just kind of keep skirmishing in the front line. We'll keep the Phoenix nearby as well. Just wrap him up and around the front. And there goes the Dragon Breath down the formation. It didn't do as much as I thought it would do. But you know what? It's okay. We do have the Fiery Convocation, so if my opponent is really busy like watching our line here, we might be able to get something down the formation. So let's actually try it and see if we can kind of catch him off guard a little bit. So let's, oh no, stop the cast. He's moving. All right. So let's run these guys over here, take him off skirmish mode, and just kind of run away from those Spear Riders. We definitely don't want to play with those guys. And our Prince is having a good old time, and it looks like my opponent is going to be advancing. So we just want to kind of see if we can maybe go like engage those dinos real quick. And oh, I gotta forget skirmish mode. Okay, so let's just pull them in the back. We'll get these guys off skirmish mode as well, and these guys off skirmish mode. Great. So now we can just start shooting into these dinos, hopefully getting some pretty good value. We are obstructed by the trees with this one group a little bit, so let's pull them over here. And it looks like we were able to catch his priest off guard, and he doesn't really have any help for it in the back, so that's going to be really, really solid for us, guys. Great, so we're just going to get these guys in the back, just kind of shooting at some of these Saurus Spears, and we should be able to kill this Skink Priest real quick. It's taking a little bit longer than I would like, but you know what? We're not going to complain. So Fiery Convocation, we can go ahead and cast that in the front line like so. I think that's going to be pretty good, and let's angle it. Yeah, let's see how it does. I'm kind of excited here. We'll reposition these guys here. These guys can shoot into the Saurus, and it looks like the Skink Priest should be pretty much out of the picture, which is going to be great. All right, so let's put this guy in group 4. We'll leave the Phoenix to kind of finish this guy off. And we'll pull, no, looks like that's it. Okay, he gave up. That's it. Warmaster has left the game. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get another game. Sorry about that, guys. This will probably be the last game of the stream. My hands actually still feel really good. So if my hands feel good after this, I could potentially come on and play for you guys tomorrow too and make this like a daily occasion. We'll see. Maybe I just like do shorter streams and then I can do them more often. Because if I go really like long, it kind of like I'm out for like a day or two in terms of like playing aggressively. So yeah, he forgot about his caster, but I mean he still could have fought for sure. It wasn't over, you know. So all right. We're fighting against the mighty Sin. And just because you guys want it, the dreaded 13th spell is going to come. We're doing it to it. All right. I'll just make sure not to goon his lord with it. So with the dreaded 13th spell, you really just don't want to bring anything else. And then you can get the Warpstorm Scroll is really good against the Dark Elves, actually. Yeah. And we'll get an Assassin. We're going to get 2 Assassins to help out. We'll get the Rival Hide Talisman on 1. And we probably want to get it on both, to be honest. And just kind of strip those abilities down. You don't really need those. Great. Yeah, thanks, Norbs. I'm glad you enjoyed the stream. Welcome to the party. Let's get some Plague Monks in here. Let's get some Gutter Runners with poison to protect. And do we want to get a Hellpit Abomination? You know what? Let's mix it up a little bit. Have some fun here, guys. And I'm thinking Hellpit Abomination's okay against the high. No, it's not that good in this matchup, actually. Then we probably want to get 1 Warp Lightning Cannon. Let's get some Clan Rat Spears. And what map are we on? We always have to check. Oh, so this is a fairly open map. I mean, there's 2 kind of tiers of where you can like run around and stuff, but should be good. All right. So we have the protection. We have the Rat Ogres who can protect the Grey Seer. We have the Screaming Bell. Get that Screaming Bell. I do. I think I have it. Yeah, the Screaming Bell, of course. Because the Screaming Bell actually gives you access to Scorch, so then you don't really need to bring it. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to go use the restroom real quick. Be right back. Showtime. Mike's back up. Let's do it to it. Screaming bell time. Let's get those shoulder rolls in, you know, get nice and loose for this battle. Why is my map so small over here? There you go. All right. So I always hate this map because you never know where your opponent's going to like line up and want to fight, but most people take the high ground, so I think we just kind of go with that for now. Let's go ahead and get these guys like so. We have the Assassin 1 and Assassin 2. So if he sends like Malekith after my Screaming Bell, we should have ample answers for that. Let's get these gutter runners kind of lurking over here. Oh man, I can Vanguard really, really far over here. So let's actually just do that right there and just be really aggressive and see if it pays off. All right, so we'll get the Rat Ogres here. We'll get the Rat Ogres right here. That can be group 1. We'll get the Clan Rat Spears kind of defending here. And these Clan Rats can be in the back as well. All right, cool. So basically we're going to start our army like right here and see if my opponent does deploy, we can always scurry up to the high ground. I have no problem with that. So let's go ahead and see where he deploys. Oh yes. Yes, good Anakin, good. So let's go ahead and get these guys like right here, get this guy shooting at some of these dark shards. And Malekith is a little bit scary here, but we can do some big damage against these Reaper Bolt throwers. Check this out. Oh yeah, that's nice. Maybe we can kill it? Yeah, we killed one of them. So we'll just kind of keep shooting this thing down. We don't want to take chances here because Malekith does cause fear and terror, so like he could potentially rout us off the map, so we definitely want to be really cautious with this. Let's move our rats up here in the front, have them engage here, and yeah, just kind of start running away. Ooh, this might be a little bit risky. So okay, it looks like he used the Gaze of Malice, which is pretty strong, but the Reaper Bolt Thrower has taken some big damage, so it's arguably been worth it. So let's kind of keep running. You guys need to scurry, my filthy rats. Oh, look at that Blade Storm. You know, wow, look how much... Oh, he overcasted and used Power of Darkness on himself. I was wondering, I was like, I didn't do that damage. And it looks like we're able to actually fend off these Reaper crossbows, which is good. All right, so that was actually a very worthwhile trade. We can just kite Malekith into oblivion now. And he's wasting all of his Winds of Magic. He's not going to have any of that for the main fight. He's really not doing that much damage. I mean, we still almost have all of our models here. So let's just go ahead and get these guys advancing like so. Let's get our artillery kind of waddling up here to start shooting at Malekith, which is going to be very, very strong. And look at the kiting. Oh man. Yeah, a couple times when I've streamed in like high def, it kind of can control the stream a little bit. I'm not very tech savvy, so if any of you guys are really savvy about that stuff, let me know. And we are getting so much value right now. This is just so much damage onto these guys, and not to mention it's like Honest Lord, which makes it even worse. Hopefully he doesn't just leave. I don't know, he should stay the course. All right, we'll shoot into these guys right here. Ooh yeah, look at those guys. They kind of just throw whatever's closest, so we're just gonna like sit in front of our opponent's army and be annoying. And then, oh, another Gaze of Malice. That's number 2. And Malekith's already really low, and he has Soul Stealer. That's like his only way of healing. So, yeah. Oh, and I'm glad. All right. Let's keep scurrying here, doing our thing. I know he has some dudes hiding in the forest somewhere, but like they're not really a threat, to be honest. Malekith's now taking fire from my artillery pieces, so he's not going to be sitting pretty. And his whole front line's getting really tattered. By the time we get there, we should be able to just kind of wreak havoc on him. And I think does he have Harganeth Executioners? He does. So we can use the dreaded 13th spell on those guys. Oh yes. Good Anakin, good. Kill Malekith. Alright, so what does he have over here? He's got some Dark Riders, who we can actually just like go after right now. Let's just go after the Dark Riders. A little Skaven. Get you guys scurrying away. And he's gonna get kind of zoned here. I don't know how those Dark Riders are gonna get away. So we can actually engage those guys in melee and just kind of like crush them real quick, and Malekith's like almost dead already. We do have the Howling Warp Gale, so if we want to, we can lock Malekith down. So the Dark Riders are kind of running out of space a little bit. I don't know where they're gonna go. Let's get some Rat Ogres over there. Just engage these guys in melee real quick. Looks like they're shaken. The Rat Ogres, we can put them in group 3. They can finish those guys off pretty easily. And looks like they might, oh no, nice, another Blade Storm. That one was a little bit better, so. Malekith's starting to get a little bit low, guys. We do have the Rat Ogres kind of chasing down those repeaters. And yeah, all right, cool. So it's time, guys. You want to see something pretty cool? Check this out. So the dreaded 13th spell actually does a ton of damage. So if we cast it, like right there, yeah, that should be okay. So he's gonna cast it. The bell is ringing. Oh no, he moved. He moved. Curses. Oh well, it still summons. Oh, look at that. That still did some really big damage. Okay. So then let's get the Storm Vermin fighting on these Harganeth Executioners in the back. We do have our Slingers, so we can get them going after Malekith. These Rat Ogres can go fight the Blackheart Corsairs, which is also going to be quite good. And the Spearmen can screen here. Let's get our artillery just continuing to wail on Malekith. And Malekith, you think you want to play, but we're just gonna put you in a net right here and just make it so you can't move. So Malekith can't move right now. He has the Howling Warp Gale mechanic, so he's pretty much out of the picture. We do have our Screaming Bell going to get in here. Let's do the Unholy Clamor. And Scorch, let's go ahead and use it on these guys right here. and that should be a pretty good cast. Yeah, we got some decent damage. And Malekith's taken just artillery fire. And then we're going to use the Warp Storm Scroll, which is another debuff on flying units that kind of like snares them down. Did we get those guys? Yeah, okay, they're broken, so that's good. All right, so our Plague Monks in the main line are fighting. Our Assassins we totally are neglecting, but let's just go ahead and pull them up on the Witch Elves. And you can see Malekith has just been... Warp Storm Scroll actually slows their speed by 48%, so they actually can't even get away from us. So let's keep chasing them. Look at him just getting wailed on. Oh, man. Oh, man, that's so great. Yes, kill him, Anakin, kill him. Oh, down he goes by the hands of some filthy rats. So the Doom Wheel is doing good. Or not Doom Wheel, the Screaming Bell. And yeah, that's it. That is it. We did it. The reason why I advance when I have artillery advantage is because I want to fight. It's not a tactical thing. I just like to get the fighting started quicker. I don't like those long atrocious games. I know that in many circumstances I could have just sat there for 15 minutes shooting him with the Warp Lightning Cannon, but I want to fight. You know, I want to get in there and do it to it. So, Nazgul, to answer your question regarding using the Dreaded 13 spell, it is broken. Only if you target single target entities. So if I use the Dreaded 13 spell and attack Malekith, and they surround Malekith, it'll kill him in a couple seconds. But I was making a conscious effort not to do that, and I didn't. I was just going to use it to fight his Harganeth Executioners, and you know they did okay. It wasn't anything game breaking. So yeah, that was a close one, for sure. Don't try it, Malekith. I have the high ground. Yeah, that was pretty good. So guys, I think that's going to be the stream for today. I'm just going to rest my hands and maybe I'll stream tomorrow. I'm feeling pretty good right now, so I don't want to push it. But yeah, it was really good, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, and you know we can get some more battles this week. Any recommendations that you guys would like to see next stream? This VOD will be up in a couple of hours, so you guys will be able to watch this stream back, and from there you can leave any suggestions as to what you'd like to see next stream. And we'll definitely do a free for all next stream, guys. I'm just gonna kind of take it easy a little bit and you know rest the old mitts. But thank you guys all for donating and supporting today. Dylan, we got the new sponsor, Alex, for the donation. Jake Del Rey, thank you, brother. We got Andrew Huron, Nevada. Sam Hosking, Nevada, again with the donation. Italian, Spartacus, of course, my YouTuber buddy and friend. We got Ryback311 and Cole. So thank you guys all for sponsoring today. And of course, thank you to everyone else for joining and hanging out and everything. And you know what, guys? We got a lot more goodies coming soon. And yes, Mortal Empires is coming up really, I think on the 26th. So what is that? Yeah, less than 9 days from now. So man. And I have a really fun surprise for you guys. Right after Mortal Empires comes out, I'm going to be doing something really neat, but I got to keep it under wraps. But you guys, man, get hyped. It's going to be good. All right, guys. Thanks again for joining. Appreciate you all. And we'll maybe see you tomorrow. Maybe the next day. We'll find out. Cheers, guys.